Virgos, hi my loves, and thanks for coming through. I am Star. Of course, this is the Starship Tarot, and this is going to be your full moon reading for the month of April. This is our pink moon, so whether you are sun, moon, rising, Virgo, this is for you. If you do not know your sun, moon, or rising sign, please reach out to me. I feel like that's something that we should all know. Everyone gets stuck in their sun sign, but there are so many levels to you. So I definitely feel like you should know all of those readings, and you should definitely watch all of your sun, moon, and reading, excuse me, all of your sun, moon, and rising full moon readings to get, a clearer picture on everything, to actually get the big picture, right? So this is our pink moon. The moon won't actually turn pink, people. So basically it comes from a time with the Native Americans. This was the time where flowers actually bloom, like things actually came back out. So, pink is kind of like a color of newness. So that is definitely what it is bringing in here for us. So, Virgo, this is also a general reading. So take what resonates with you, leave what does not. I just appreciate you coming through to share your most valuable currency with me, which is your time. I definitely appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get into this reading and see what we have going on here, okay? Basically, keeping in mind this is a general reading, so what I'm getting off of the top here is, of course, the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is coming through, and it's really asking us to like go in. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole pink moon thing. Is the moon itself is in Scorpio. Scorpio is hella emotional, right? So this moon is actually emotional as well, but it's giving us a chance to bring balance into our emotions, to be optimistic, to allow change, to actually have that courage. And the Seven of Swords being our first card here, it is definitely a card of change and actually, looking inward on things that we can do or things that we can actually change, right? So of course, it's a sword, so it's like mental, but with it being mental, it's telling us to come up with some new ideas, some new ways of actually doing things, because however it is that we're doing things right now, it's kind of not working for us. It is causing you to be in an emotional kind of like rut. It's asking you to, sometimes book smarts are cool, but then like sometimes you have to know, like, street things. You have to know, you have to be streetwise, or vice versa. So if everything that you do is by the book, by the book, maybe at this point you actually want to try and do something that is a bit less conventional. Or if you're always doing things that are conventional, maybe at this point you want to step outside the box. You have to be able to look over exactly what you have going on and recognize the things that are just not working for you anymore, and figure out how you can actually come up with solutions, a way to be, cunning and think forward towards the future, but like actually being honest, like in those intentions, and like in those thoughts. It's asking you to actually let in, some clarity, especially with this magician in the reverse. Now I'm gonna tell you, Virgo, the magician, he is strong, he is powerful, he is capable of anything, right? He is definitely in control, he's a leader, right? But with this magician in the reverse, it's like, hold up, Virgo. It's like you are always trying to be in control. Virgo, you may even be a control freak. You may be a deceiver, or you may be being deceived at this point. Like, you could definitely be at a point where um hmm, 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 hmm. It's almost like you need to it's almost like you it's kind of like you need to protect yourself. um or maybe someone needs to protect themselves from you. Okay, hold on. Okay, so what I'm actually getting with this Virgo, so I see someone that likes to be in control, someone who is definitely capable of being in control, but I honestly feel like somebody has lost their mind. Like, um so sometimes when this magician, like when he actually shows up in the reverse, it could very well be, like I said, somebody that is being manipulated, somebody that is manipulative. Maybe you don't actually know how to communicate. Um, it could be like some type of depression, a lack of confidence, things of that nature. So it's causing you to, it causes you, so it's almost like your lack of confidence causes you to scheme on others, if that makes sense. I'm sure it makes sense to you because it doesn't make sense to me. Now, um, and I'm really getting this feeling. I'm getting this feeling like hurt people, right? So I feel like you've been hurt a lot in life. So you try to put that back on other people, or you try to make other people kind of like live your hurt. Um, and you're like being controlling, and you're just like manipulating the situation, or you've been in situations where you've been manipulated so much, and now like you're at the point where like, before anybody gets me, I'm gonna get you. um and that's just what I feel. I don't know why, like I keep hearing this song, I'm gonna get you, sucker, you dirty mother, don't you say that. So I don't know, like maybe that really has something to do with it. Maybe it like it really really resonates. I definitely hope it does. um but with this, just like with this being here that way, it's like, so I feel like, like you're coming up as this like manipulative type person, right? But I don't feel like this is your heart. I feel like because you've been through so much, this is just like who you've turned into. And um maybe you have been a player. Yeah, maybe you have been a player. I'm getting the feeling like especially with this wise woman here, like I don't even know what that card represents as of yet, because I don't remember the oracle cards or things of that nature. But just with it being a 5, and I'm seeing this pregnant woman here, and she's kind of like lining up with the magician, it's almost like they're a reflection of each other. So I almost feel like, either you have someone pregnant, or there's some pregnant person around you that maybe you need to be taking advice from. There's some pregnant person around you that maybe caused you to think a little different. Maybe there's someone pregnant around you that you actually love, I feel like. Or you being the magician, and you're trying to like do all these different things, and you being player here. Maybe that's why spirit is telling you like it's time to like change like the way that you think, because it's like you're out here and you're creating life, but you're really not in control of the lives that you're creating. Like you're not really even in control of your own life. You're not really being a leader in your own life. It's like you are operating under falsehood. Like acting like the courage is there or the confidence is there, but it's really not. Then you come here, you actually are showing up as the King of Cups, and like the King of Cups, like he's very smart. He has intuition. It's almost like, he knows what it is that he needs to do. He's very, he's a good friend, but also with being a good friend, like he's learned a lot from his experience. So, and that could very well be you as well. Like, like you've learned, excuse me, you've learned a lot in life, right? but it's almost like you try to keep your emotions blocked off. But it's like spirit is saying, hey, like you have to embrace all of these things that you have learned, and you have to step forward and be strong in that. You know, this moon itself is a Scorpio moon, and that King of Cups actually represents Scorpio. So it's like at this point, you know, spirit is asking you like, yo, like you got to stop with the self-sabotage, okay? It's like you are sabotaging yourself. You are in control of everything that you do. But if you keep with the same old schemes, if you're not, it's time to change. That's really what spirit is coming in and saying. Like it's time to change. Like it's time to like stop playing the games. It's time to let go of the facades. Like it's definitely time to be you. It's time to take control and take lead in your own life to create whatever it is that you're ready to create, that you're looking to create. And it's almost like spirit is saying it's time for you to stop depending on yourself, and it really is time for you to step outside of your box and trust spirit, because spirit is trying to show you things. That's basically what this moon is giving me for you. So I definitely hope that makes sense. Like this is definitely a time of rebirth. It's a time of clarity. You know, it's definitely a time to open up. So let's see what the wise woman has to say for you, Virgo. So Sophia, the goddess of wisdom and universal mind, was referred to by Christ as the Virgin of Light in the Gnostic Gospels. She is the Shekinah in the Bible and is also referred to as the mother of creation in many cultures throughout the Middle East. Sophia is God's female soul and the source of his power and the inspiration of Hagia Sophia, one of the seven wonders of the world. Magnificent Sophia is the pure light of wisdom, the literal guiding light during times of darkness and lack of clarity. She is the living message, as above, so below, exemplifying heaven on earth. She is pregnant with knowledge, fertile in the sacred mysteries, available to all who seek her. Sophia is the wise woman who can be invoked but is also present in you. Her fire of knowledge is on earth. Her sacred will connects you as you find your own will to radiate your light of conscious knowing. Sophia leads you on the highest path of learning profound lessons and assists you in walking this knowledge into your world. As your spiritual understanding quickens, you activate spiritual understanding in others. Sophia reminds you to consult the light of spirit to be shown the way. And if that was not your reading in a nutshell, Virgo, I don't know what was. I hope it resonates with you. Once again, thank you for coming and spending your most valuable currency with me, which is your time. If you have not yet, please go ahead, like, subscribe, hit the bell. For personal readings, you can reach me at any of my outlets that will be listed below. Thanks again for coming through, Virgo, and happy full moon to you.